And with the mount, I cannot sit it high enough. There it is. Anyway, I got to show you. On occasion, I have to drive a client's vehicle. And today I picked up some, they're a little well off. They've got a big place up near Les Wexner's house. Let's see where or who. Not important. But what's interesting is, sometimes a lot of these folks have their own Sprinter vans. Others, various different kinds of cars. And generally, they're very nice cars, brand new, that kind of thing. Well, I go to pick up these good folks, and they've got an Escalade. It's only a year old. And they get in, and, it's got all kinds of bells and whistles. I mean, it'd take you a day to figure out but I did it in about 10 minutes, figured out how to turn everything on. So I'm sitting there waiting. And then I look down, and there's no gas in it. So I text them. I say, you're going to have to get gas. And I'm waiting and waiting. And then the Escalade says, if you don't update your vehicle right now, you're going to have to take it to a dealership. Oh, we are at the mercy of AI computers. So I say, okay. I tap the button, and it says it could be 15 minutes. And it just shuts everything down. If you're in the car and you have the locks on, you are literally locked in the vehicle. And it shuts off. No AC, no nothing. So if you got one of these cars that tells you it's going to update, make sure your kids and your dogs are out of the damn car. Because if you don't, you're going to come back and find some dead kids and dead dogs. So that's I didn't die, because I had the window down and I had to unlock the door before it started, thinking I got locked in a limo one time, cleaning the back of it. And I actually had to try to flag somebody down on the street. Hey, open the door. I'm stuck in my limousine. I'm like, so I'm not going to have that happen again to me. But at other times, I've got out of my own Cadillac, and it's, they're so quiet, and you don't have to shut it off with a key. I got out and forgot to shut the cars off, a couple of times. I come back after having a nice lunch or something, and my car's fucking running. So, oh, God. Anybody could have got in it and driven off, but I had the key fob. I always keep the key fob in my pocket. Like for this one. It's like if I leave the vehicle, never leave the key fob in the vehicle. I did that once. I dropped the key fob into a bag and put it in the trunk, not thinking, and closed the trunk, and the key fob stopped working, so I couldn't open the trunk. Got locked out of my own car again, on the way to a family trip. So anyway, the reason I started this live feed, which YouTube never allows anybody to see me anymore, which is, I don't care. This is for posterity, They can take everything down. I don't care. But I've got, look at this guy. Uber drivers get right on your ass. Worst drivers in the world. Most of them are, look at all the young ladies going to this concert. And the people I drove, they're probably in their 30s, so they're oldsters. Anyway, about this car, it updates, it restarts. They get in the car. I'm like, all set. I tap the accelerator, and it goes whee! Into reverse, and I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, oh yeah, I've done that a couple of times. Be real careful. He says, I've got the Corvette engine in this with a supercharger, 900 horsepower. Can you fucking believe it? This Cadillac Escalade, the regular Escalades are $160,000 now. And people pay it. This guy put an LS engine in it. He put a new, they're not even LS engines anymore. He put a new Corvette engine in it with a supercharger, and it's pumped up to 900 horsepower. I mean, I've never driven a vehicle except for trucks. I've driven semi-trucks, but not a car like this with 900 horsepower. And I even said to him, I said, dude, he said, I'm a responsible guy. It's tempting, but I would never even think about taking it out and, opening it up. He almost kind of said, well, I wouldn't mind. I'm like, dude, I can't do that. I can't, no, that's too tempting. And it's traffic. There's nowhere in Columbus, Ohio where you could take something like this. And, I'm averaging 2 miles an hour in this area. Oh, and by the way, this gets worse mileage than my Suburban. I get 13 something with my Suburban. He gets 11, and sometimes 10, he says. But, if you're laying into it, you're getting maybe 2-3 miles to the gallon if you're racing this. And you could race this thing. It's got racing brakes. It's got paddle shifters and an Escalade. The heavy-duty package, I forget what he called it. But there's a special package he bought with this Escalade. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. Jesus. So, and unfortunately, I dropped him at this fairgrounds, the old Crew Stadium. That's a whole nother ball of wax. I was actually doing work for Columbus Crew, and they don't call much anymore, because the guys booking cars they ask for a discount. I'm like, you're a multi-billion-dollar franchise, and you want me to give you a discount driving people around. I'm like, I can't do that anymore. So, the last couple of times I drove them, I was charging them top dollar, man, spending the entire day, and even had to get a hotel because I couldn't make it all the way back to where I live at the time, was like an hour north, and get back in the morning and pick these people up. So, long story longer, I don't hear from the Columbus Crew much these days. Apparently they found, this is the other problem, these illegals they brought in, they've taken over the cab companies. Cab companies bought a bunch of black cars, and they're undercutting, so they've ruined my livelihood. I am deep in shit with bank loans and fucking credit cards, and just overall being screwed by these millions of illegals they brought into the country, thanks, loads. And these people I foolishly put in the White House, screwing me, we're just going to start a war for you-know-who. And, even though we only get 20% of the Gulf oil, we don't need it. Somehow gasoline was pushing $5 a gallon in central Ohio. And I was paying that in California during that crash 15 years ago. So I'm like, man, you rat bastards. You rat fucking bastards. So I can't make ends meet now. I'm actually driving for other companies and making what somebody working at McDonald's makes. They're paying me $20 an hour. And sometimes these people don't tip. But last couple of times they have. So I'm like, I got 5 hours to kill. I'm not stupid, so I'm not taking a client's vehicle out. I had a client in Los Angeles. Great guy. He was in a band, and he had millions. So I would drive him and his gorgeous girlfriend and her twin sister to clubs all the time. He had an Escalade, and this was 15 years ago, man. 2005 or 6. So I would drive his Escalade, and he goes, well, I traded it in. I go, oh, okay. I asked to buy it. I said, sell it to me, man. He says, well, my accountant told me that's not a good idea. I'm like, yeah, I could eat. Oh, fuck. So anyway, I go, okay, where's the new car? In the garage. Open the garage door. There's a Maserati sitting there. a fucking Maserati Quattroporte, which is just a sedan, not the supercar or the hypercar. But still, it was a Maserati. And I'm like, well, I'm driving this guy around in his Maserati. But I made pretty good bank back in those days. Now, everybody's getting screwed. Me especially. So it's like, okay, these assholes aren't going to let me over. This guy's going to be a dick. Fucking asshole. Oh, now he's going to turn. Oh, I should have known. He's a fucking Uber driver. Stupid motherfucker. Just bought the car. Fucking assholes. I hate these fucking guys. These fucking foreign motherfuckers. They don't have zero respect for the rules of the road, for the law, for America. And we're not allowed to do anything about it. So anyway, I can't read the chat. I'm surprised they let anybody in. Go ahead. The nearest sit-down restaurant is so they better not call me with an emergency. That usually happens. You drive away, because there's no way I'm sitting in a parking lot for 5 hours. And I'm not going into this Lollapalooza stupid thing, whatever it's called. It's something Ohio. But man, it was full of hot young women that I'll never be able to have. So I'm like, all right, well, to drive away and find a sit-down restaurant, I got to go fucking 15, 20 minutes away. And I said, just, no emergencies. I said, if you guys want to leave, give me a 15-minute heads up, please. Because it always happens. You drive away and somebody says, well, can you come and pick us up? We want to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, because I can't sit in somebody's car, especially if there's no toilet nearby, because I'm pushing 70, and I got to piss all the goddamn time. And I'm not too proud to say that the other exit often decides to stop working. It's no fun. No matter what anybody says, unless they got a lot of money, even I think people with money are more miserable when they get older. It ain't fun getting old. Fuck this shit. Fuck my physical limitations. I used to be young and strong. So anyway, I gotta go from the fairgrounds all the way over, because there's nothing. Campus, forget about it. There's no sit-down decent restaurant. No place I'd want to sit or park, because that's loaded with Uber drivers. And then if you go the other way, it's the Hood, Linden it's called in Columbus. It's the shooting gallery, much like the East Side, which is, well, it basically is the East Side, which is a certain type of people that live there. If you say anything like this, they won't let anybody see me anymore. I used to get, a dozen, sometimes even a couple of dozen people watching. But not anymore, boy. YouTube doesn't like what you say when you tell the truth. So anyway, I'm gonna, it's Friday, so that place ain't open. There's a fish place down here that has all you can eat, and it's a good fish place. But that's on Saturday, of course. So there's nowhere to go. I keep ending up back at Bob Evans because it's cheap, but spotty, you know? You never know what kind of cook is working that day. He could be an asshole, he can be a chef, who knows? So I can spend a few hours here. Because I'm not driving this thing around. He had to have paid a couple $100,000 for this. Oh, I can't park in those spaces. I forgot my handicap sticker. So I can't park in the handicap spot. I forgot. Man, and these cars, they've gotten so convoluted, so impossible, computer driven. I didn't even ask if this thing had self-driving ability, but anyway, yeah, it's just too much. Jen Marie, okay, I didn't notice you. I'm gonna go sit, and I can't do this because it'll kill my battery, so signing off.